You've been taught that success is a pyramid scheme. You start at the bottom, climb rung by rung, and if everything goes right, you end up managing 50 people. In the legacy world, those 50 direct reports were your status symbol. They proved you'd made it. But in 2026, that picture flips. Naval Ravikant would argue that those 50 people aren't a prize, they're a prison. Managing humans is slow, fragile, and messy. It's full of coordination, politics, and what Naval bluntly calls mutiny. More importantly, it's permissioned. You need permission to hire, permission to spend, and permission to lead. Your output is capped by how much human friction you can absorb. Last time, we talked about building your monopoly of one, that rare combination of skills and judgment that makes you indispensable. If you haven't seen that yet, it's the foundation. But having the skill is just the bullet. Today, we're talking about the gun. Because if you are still personally doing all the work hour by hour, you aren't a founder, you're just a very efficient laborer. To get the edge in this economy, you need leverage, but not the old kind. In the 20th century, leverage came from capital and labor. You borrowed money or you hired people. Both were powerful, and both required someone else to hold the keys. Today, we live in the age of permissionless leverage. This is where the newly rich are forged. The tools are code and media. They have zero marginal cost of replication. A line of code doesn't get tired. A video doesn't need a health plan. A podcast doesn't ask for equity. By 2026, the shift has gone even further. The robot revolution didn't arrive with metal bodies in the streets. It arrived quietly in data centers. Through AI, English has become the ultimate interface. You don't need to speak Python to command leverage anymore. You just need to think clearly and communicate precisely. You are, whether you realize it or not, a general of a silent digital army. So how do you actually weaponize this? Let's move past theory into the practical blueprint. Step 1. The aspirational filter. Set an hourly rate that feels embarrassing to say out loud. $5,000 an hour is a good start. This is not what you bill, it is how you judge. From this moment, your time is a luxury good. If a task doesn't have the potential to return that value, you don't do it. But here is the execution secret. Don't just delegate to people, delegate to the machine. If you find yourself explaining a process twice, you've already failed. Instead of doing the $50 task, spend 60 minutes productizing the logic. Record a screen share of you doing the task, feed it into an AI agent, and have it build a standard operating procedure. You aren't just getting the work done, you are building a digital asset that does the work forever. If you can't automate it with a bot and it doesn't move the needle toward your $5,000 goal, have the courage to let the task die. If you want to get the edge, you must be willing to be unproductive in the eyes of the grazers. Step 2. Pick your vehicle. If you aren't building software, you must be building media, one or the other. Use AI to bridge the technical gap. If you can't code, use natural language to build agentic workflows. If you can't write, speak into a microphone. The goal is simple. Create something that keeps working while you're not there. Think of Joe Rogan. He doesn't run a 10,000-person company, he has a feed. As a solo operator, he outproduces legacy networks because his leverage is permissionless. He didn't ask for a time slot, he hit upload. Step 3. Work like a lion, not a cow. The 9 to 5 is for grazers. Cows show up, move slowly, and stay busy all day. High leverage individuals work in sprints. You leave white space on your calendar. You wait until there's a real target, a genuine insight, a high-stakes decision. Then, you sprint with total focus. You build the tool. You record the masterclass. You deploy the system. And then what? You stop. You rest. You reassess. The goal for 2026 is a calendar that is 90% empty. Not because you're lazy, but because you're a principal. You're protecting your clarity so that when a $100,000 decision shows up, your mind is sharp enough to get it right. Stop hunting for the next promotion. Start building the digital machine that makes your presence optional. The pyramid is dead. The leverage is yours. That is how you get the edge. Go find yours.